Why is my cat peeing or pooing outside the litter box? This is one of the most common catitudes that the cat families will mostly at least once come across in their lives. So what I want you to know is that you are not alone in this. Chances are, if that's happening to you, by now you might be really stressed out or at your wits' end. So I would like to start this video by telling you to take a few deep breaths whilst you watch that catitude's cute intro. Welcome back. Now that we've watched cute cats and are relaxed a bit, let's try and find a solution for you. Bear with me, this is not going to be an easy fix. This is not going to be a short video. So stick with me till the end. First of all, the cats do not just pee and poo outside the litter box because they enjoy it or because they're, as many people call it, the only time when the cat starts doing that is when it's trying to scream out to you that it has a problem that needs to be fixed. However, most of the time we end up being so stressed out that we shout at the cat for doing it, which only makes things worse because a stressed out cat who's doing this behavior already is going to get even more stressed out, and obviously it's not going to understand at all why it's being shouted at. I would try my best to find a solution with you or guide you in the right direction. There are two main reasons why they might be doing that. And first of all, the most important one, they might be having some medical issues such as UTI, blockage. There are a list of those. So if you haven't been to vet for this behavior yet, I suggest you stop this video right away and take an appointment. If your cat hasn't been neutered yet, that can be another reason why it's pooing or peeing outside, and if you get it done, it can be easily remedied. If you've already ruled out the medical issues, then it's probably behavioral. So let's talk about that now. So I'm going to sort of give you a checklist to go through about the common reasons why the cats pee or poo outside litter box. See if the things around your house are according to this, and if there are any changes you need to make. Make those changes and see if it helps. There are a number of questions you need to ask yourself, beginning with where is the litter tray placed, which is one of the most important ones. Most of the time we put litter boxes in places that we deem are best, or which are away from our view or which are away from our guests' view. This is not necessarily the right approach. Toileting is one of the most vulnerable time in the cat's life, and they need to make sure that they are feeling safe when they do it. So you need to make sure that you give the cat a room that is the quietest and the safest for the cat to use. Most of the time we put these litter boxes in laundry places, and this might not be the best place for it. All this time your cat might be doing just fine doing their toilet in the laundry room. Suddenly they get really disturbed by the sounds because there are a lot of unpredictable sounds in the washing room, washing machine going off, dryer going off, and suddenly this might scare the cat and it stops using the litter room. So pick the room that you think your cat will feel the safest in and where there is not much disturbance or noise. Sure that the litter boxes are in the corner of the room, because that way the cat can still see everything in front of it and there won't be nothing that it cannot see while using the litter tray. Second question to ask yourself: how many cats do you have and how many litter boxes do you have. So ideally, for every cat there has to be a litter box and then one extra. It is not necessarily because the cats do not like to share litter boxes. It's mainly because they're really big clean freaks, and if the litter box is dirty even slightly, they will not use it often. Also, if you have multiple litter boxes for multiple cats, try not to pile them up together, because again, they do not like their litter boxes so much close together. Put them around the room. If you are only putting them in one room, then put them in different corners of the room, and it's best that you put one litter tray in a separate room as well. If you have a 2-story house, then it's best to have a litter tray on each floor. On to what kind of litter box are you using? Different cats have different preferences. Some cats would like a litter box that's covered, but most of them do not. Most of them prefer a litter box that does not have a lid on it. I know we prefer a lid on the litter box, but most of the time it's not appreciated by the cat. Secondly, how deep, how big, how shallow the litter box is. You need to find your cat's preference. Mostly if your cat is getting older or if it's already elderly, make sure that the access to the litter box is not so that the cat really has to make an effort to go inside it. If your cat is getting on with the age, then get them an arthritic special litter box that you can find in the markets easily. The litter box also has to be big enough for the cat to do its businesses and then bury the feces or the urine easily without it tipping over or without them really struggling to do so. Type of litter is also very important. The preference can change over time. Best to give your cat new options of litter to use, and when you do that, do not take away the old one. Instead, put a new litter box with a new kind of litter inside it and see if that helps. Another very crucial point, if you have other pets in the house such as dogs, you need to make sure wherever the litter is, it's not accessible by your dog. This can be easily remedied by putting a doggy gate outside the room where your cat goes and does its toilet. Alright, if you've ruled out all the litter and litter tray problems and location problems and you think everything is well and it's not one of the reasons why your cat is starting to pee or poo outside the litter box, we need to move on to the detective work.